Hello my dear students, welcome back to Learn Physics. In today's video, we are going to discuss the rest of the portions in kinematics, that is graphs. It's very important topic, graph. Okay, so here first we are going to study about uniform motion. So what is uniform motion? Uniform motion means if the object is covering equal distances in equal intervals of time. In the previous videos also we learned about the uniform motion, right? So those who didn't watch that videos, then for them I am telling it once more. Uniform motion is the distance travelled by the object is equal in equal interval of time. So in that case, how can we find out the velocity? Velocity equals displacement divided by time. Or we can write it as displacement equals velocity into time. In that case, what will be the velocity? Velocity will be remaining same because distance travelled is same in equal interval. So velocity equals distance travelled by time, that will be constant over there. Okay, now how can, so displacement is changing, displacement and time, how it is, it's proportional, right? Since velocity is a constant, so velocity will be constant, displacement and time will be, as time increases, displacement also will be increasing. If time decrease, if maybe it will decrease also, that one we will explain. Okay, now what about the acceleration? Acceleration will remain constant. Okay, so here S is equal to Vt. Instead of that, we can find out the displacement. Displacement is displacement position at time t minus position at time 0 equals Vt. This also we can consider, right? So if we are starting the observation when the object is at the origin itself, then it's not required. St minus S0 is not required. St equals V into T is enough. Why? Because S0 equals 0. Because we are observing the object. When we are observing the object, time t equals 0. That time the object is at the origin itself. So if this is the position of moment of the object, this is the origin, and when I am starting my observation, the object is at 0 itself. After time t second, the object is reaching to 5 meter. Then the distance covered will be equal to 5 meter. Right? Displacement is equal to 5 meter. But here this is the first case. In second case, I am starting my observation when the object is at 5 meter. Then after t seconds, it is reaching to 9 meters or 10 meter. It is reaching to 10 meter after t seconds. Right? So what will be the displacement at that time? S at t minus S at 0, that is 10 minus 5 equals 5. Okay, clear? This is how we will be doing. So finding the St minus S0 equals V into t. Now we are going to draw three graphs, that is displacement time graph, velocity time graph and acceleration time graph. Okay, here we are going to, so S is equal to Vt. So velocity is not acceleration, velocity is a constant. What will be the acceleration at that time? Velocity is a constant and acceleration will be change in velocity divided by time. What is the change in velocity over here? Since velocity is constant, change in velocity will be 0. So acceleration will be 0 in the case of uniform motion. Now we are going to draw the graph. First I will draw acceleration time graph. See here, this is time and this is acceleration. So acceleration is equal to 0. Then the acceleration time graph will be like this. It's here on the x axis itself, time axis only, because acceleration is equal to 0. Then what about the velocity time graph? Displacement, and we know that velocity is a constant. At which whatever be the time interval, velocity will be constant for uniform motion. Then if I am drawing a velocity time graph, shape of the graph will be parallel to x-axis, parallel to time axis. Whether it is maybe if it is 2 meter per second means it will be, we will be representing here as 2. If it is 5 meter per second means we will be representing 5 over here. Okay, so this will be the shape of the graph if the object is velocity time graph, if the object is under uniform motion. Next, we are going to consider for displacement time graph. In displacement time graph, see, this is time axis and this is displacement. In S is equal to Vt, we told when T equals, when we start our observation, object is at the origin itself. Okay, so when we start our observation, object is at origin itself, then S is equal to velocity into time. That is, well, since velocity is constant, we can write it as S is proportional to T. As S changes accordingly, as time changes accordingly, displacement also will be changing. Therefore, when it is at the origin, it will be like this. Suppose if it is not at the origin, here I am considering this equation. It's not at the origin, right? It's if when we start our observation, the object is not at the origin, then St, I can write it as equal to S0 plus Vt. Okay, y equals mx plus c. C is a constant over here, that is y-intercept. Right, you know the equation for a straight line, y is equal to mx plus c. Here, this is y-axis, this is x-axis, c is the, when x is equal to 0, y will be equal to c. Right, so this is the y-intercept. Intercept means at the starting position. When we are starting our observation, object is at this place, this constant place. Here what is the constant? Vt. Sorry, not Vt, S0 is the constant. Therefore, I am drawing a graph for displacement and time, and initially when time t equals 0, what will be the St? St will be equal to S0. So this is S0, and after that it will be a constant graph. Y is equal to, what is the, m is the slope of the graph. Slope equals velocity. Velocity is the slope of the graph. So how to find out the velocity from displacement time graph? By finding out the slope of the graph will give you velocity. How can you find out the slope? That and all you know. Here I can consider one coordinate. This is y1 and this is x1, and I am considering another point y2 and x2. Then y1 minus y2 divided by x1 minus x2 will give you what is that? Slope of the graph. Slope of the graph will give you the velocity. Clear? These four graphs. So here we consider acceleration time graph, which is on the time axis itself, velocity time graph which will be parallel to the time axis, and displacement time graph will be a straight line with an inclination. That velocity slope of the graph will be equal to the velocity. And then we can, if the object is not at the origin, then it will be represented at the y-intercept over here, and it is displacement divided by slope of the graph will give you velocity. Clear? So next I am going to draw one graph. Here this is time and this is the displacement. Okay, suppose if the object is the graph, I am getting it like this. Okay, when we are increasing the time, according to that, what is happening to the displacement? Displacement is decreasing, coming to 0 at one point and then going to the negative direction. In negative direction, as time increases, what will happen? The displacement is increasing negatively. Okay, so how can we, this graph, what and all conclusions we can make from this graph? We can find out the velocity by finding out the slope of the graph. Velocity equals slope of displacement time graph dy by dx. We can find out, or ds by dt. Then next, how can we find out? See here, initially when the object is starting its observation, when a person is starting its observation, the position is not at the origin. Suppose if it is 10 meter. The initial position of the object is at 10 meter. Then it is a uniform motion. Since displacement time graph is a straight line like this, it's uniform motion, but the displacement is decreasing with respect to time. That means it will be going for negative velocity. displacement is decreasing with respect to time. So it will be under negative. So graph is going down, then it is negative velocity. So instead of that, if you are getting a graph like this, so what did you understand from that? It is positive velocity. Velocity will be positive if it is moving in the upward direction. That means as time increases, displacement is increasing. So if the object is at a position 10 meter from the origin, and when we started our observation it is at 10 meter, and after that it is decreasing its distance and coming to 0 and going to the negative direction. That means negative velocity. In the opposite, negative velocity means object is moving in the opposite direction. That is the meaning. Okay, it is coming towards the origin after a particular time interval. Here also after a particular time interval the object is coming to the origin. Here also after a particular time interval the object is coming to 0. That is origin, well, or displacement. Then again it is increasing. So if the graph you are getting in the forward direction, then you should understand that object is increasing its this velocity, that is positive velocity. Here if it is decreasing, then it is going down, then it is negative velocity. Object is moving in the opposite direction. Okay, clear? Then so here getting such kind of graph, you can understand that the object is under uniform motion. Next we are going to consider for uniformly accelerated motion. Uniform acceleration. If the object is under uniform acceleration, that means acceleration is uniform, or we can write it as acceleration is constant. Uniform acceleration means at first, that's while hearing that itself we will be remembering about the equation of motion, right? Because uniform acceleration means it's in under uniform acceleration only we will be using the equation of motion, that is v is equal to u plus at, s is equal to ut plus half at square. So first I'll consider these two equations because it is including v, u, a, everything, right? So here v, u, a, t. See, suppose if initial velocity is equal to 0, then what will be v there? V is equal to at. Right? So initial velocity is not equal to 0. So in velocity time graph, how the velocity time graph if the object is under uniform acceleration? Under uniform acceleration, velocity is proportional to time. So velocity time graph will be, time is here, velocity here, initial velocity is equal to 0, then we can represent the graph like this. If initial velocity is not equal to 0, u is not equal to 0, then velocity time graph we will be representing it as like this. This is the initial velocity. Clear? This is how we will be representing the velocity time graph. See, for deriving this v is equal to u plus these equations, actually we are using this graph. Remembering, now we are, for the sake of us, we are for explaining this one, we are just taking the equation and explaining the graphs. Okay. Now, next, this is about the velocity time graph. Next is acceleration is a constant. So acceleration time graph, if I am representing how it will be for a uniform acceleration, acceleration is constant, right? So it will be parallel to time axis. Velocity time graph. Next we are going to explain about the displacement time graph. We know that this s is equal to ut plus half at square. So if first case, if u equals 0, if u equals 0, we can write it as s is equal to half at square. Initial velocity is equal to 0, then s is equal to half at square. Or if we are not considering u equals 0 also, this is a quadratic equation, right? S is equal to ut plus half at square. So how the shape of the graph will be? It will be like a parabola. So displacement time graph will be a parabola there. It will be a parabolic equation. If u equals 0, then we know s is equal to half at square only. T term won't be there. And then displacement. Next I am considering the displacement. Displacement means st minus s0. That is equal to ut plus half at square. Here, if s0 is not equal to 0, then we can write it as st equals s0 plus ut plus half at square. And next case is if s0 is equal to 0, then we will be getting it as st equals ut plus half at square. Now, how we will represent these graphs? See, I told you it will be a parabola like this. So, in these two cases, how we will be representing? If s0 equals 0, we can start from the origin itself. This is 0. But as we said in the previous case, if displacement is existing, initial position is not at the origin, then it will be like this. Here, when we are considering the slope of the graph, what we will be finding out when we are finding out the slope of the graph in velocity time graph, slope of velocity time graph will give you acceleration, dv by dt, that is acceleration. But in the displacement time graph, okay, so when you are finding out the slope of displacement time graph, whether it will be uniform, no, it won't be uniform, it will be different because it's a parabola, right? So here we will be getting instantaneous velocity. See here, if I am considering at this point, I'll be getting the slope at this point, then I'll get the instantaneous velocity, or I can find out the I can find out the slope by taking the angle theta. Okay, so here if I am finding out the slope over here, I'll get the slope at that point. So here I am considering this point. Here this is the tangent at this point, this is the tangent. When I am considering this point, this is the tangent. See, this is theta 1 and this is theta 2. Theta 2 is greater than theta 1, that is slope is increasing with respect to time. So velocity is increasing with respect to time. Velocity is increasing with respect to time. Then the object is under acceleration. It is accelerating. Its acceleration is increasing. Right? Its velocity is increasing with respect to time. The object is getting accelerated. That what we will understand. So this is the shape of the graph. Under uniform acceleration, acceleration time graph will be like will be a straight line parallel to time axis. Velocity time graph will be a straight line which is with a slope, with an inclination will be, and displacement time graph will be in the shape like a parabola, since it is a quadratic equation. Clear, children? So these are the main concepts about the graph, which is under uniform motion and uniform accelerated motion. Next we will be learning about the retarded motion, how it will be. There are some more graph concepts are there that we will be discussing in the next class. I hope today's video is useful for you, and if you like the channel, please don't forget to subscribe, like and share. Thank you for watching. Bye.